I'd like to welcome you all here. Ron asked me to come out and welcome you here. You are here for Ron's 80th birthday party. Ron was looking for a venue where he could have all his old friends together, and that's what you all are. And so he used to go here to Peyton Community Church, and so he called to see if he could use the facility, and we all, Pastor Micah and all the rest of us said yay. And so for those who don't have any place else to go then at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, you can be here, you know, here at Peyton Community Church. But so yeah, this is Ron's 80th birthday party, and it's kind of like a reunion too, because we're seeing people we haven't seen for years, and I know a lot of you people have too. And we are going to have cake and ice cream. We have the fire company standing by for when we light the candles. Oh, come to think of it, there are no candles on the cake. But at any rate, if you're here tonight, you've probably been a part of Ron's life for quite some time. And you've played music with him. A lot of people who have played music with him. Oh, you know, I tried to get a spot on the program. I auditioned when Ron and I were here last week, setting up the sound and stuff. I auditioned. And it went something like this. I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. I guess she'll die. And as I was drawing a breath to go into the second verse, Ron said, that's why I didn't invite you to audition. If I had feelings, they'd be hurt. But at any rate, you know, we've worked together. We've worked with Ron. We've worked together with him. We've prayed together. We've laughed together. And there were times even when we cried together. And we're a family. Ron's living up there in South Dakota, but he's still part of our family. He's touched each and every one of our lives. And we're just delighted that we can be here. Memories are wonderful, and Ron is grateful that you all have honored him by coming out. And without further ado, we will get on with it and bring out Uncle Ron for Uncle Ron's accordion band.
Are you kidding me, Charlie? What is going on here?
Birthday party.
Man, look at all these people. All my friends are here, and both of you are sitting right down there. Boy, I tell you what. I have actually, if I didn't remember any of you when you came in, don't take it seriously, because when I got up this morning and looked in the mirror, I couldn't even remember where I'd seen myself last. But I do have this little problem I've been trying to figure out, and it's kind of bothering me just a little bit, so I might get distracted as I keep on thinking about it. Well, I'll explain what happened here a few days ago. I went out to my garage, and I took my big extension ladder out, and I propped it up against the side of the wall of the house. And I crawled all the way to the top of that thing, and I looked around up there. I couldn't find anything wrong. So I came all the way back down. And I thought, well, I'd probably better look underneath it. So I looked up underneath that ladder, and I still couldn't find anything wrong with that ladder. Now you guys are probably wondering, well, why did I think there had to be something wrong with that ladder in the first place? Well, I can explain that to you. Here a while back, my wife's relatives down there in Iowa were having a reunion. And she said, you got to come down there with me to this reunion to my relatives. And I said, well, okay, I suppose I'll go down there. Now, while I'm there, two of her brothers standing over there in the corner, and I'm listening because they're talking about me. And one of them said to the other guy that he thought I was missing a couple rungs in my ladder. I couldn't find them. So I think we'll play a polka, okay? I need to tell these people what key we're playing in. I don't know if it makes any difference or not, because I don't think half of them know what that means anyway.
I left my keys in the truck.
It's G in case you forgot, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. All that applause and everything, that really cheered us up, because we were starting to get a little bit depressed. Well, you guys have heard about Denver up there, right? Well, here a while back, they were having an advertisement for this big show that they were going to have up there, and there was an opening for a band. So I called up, he said, you come up here and audition for it. So we went up there. They said, you play something. He's sitting right down there in the front row. So we played that polka. And as soon as we got done, he jumped up and said they had an opening for us. Good. Yeah, the door. We didn't have to audition for this. We're going to play another one now. That's in G too, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what was I going to play? Okay, I know what it is. Okay, here we go. Together ever before. Give those guys a hand. I gotta say, now, I have played with some of them individually. I have played with Jeff here, and he always says, just start playing and I'll fill in, I'll catch up with you. And I said, you don't want to know what chord I'm playing? Oh, no. Well, see, now I know, because he don't even know the chords. I'm going to introduce our first entertainer. Stand up, Eric. Eric and I have played together before at different things. This guy here is a French Canadian. Right? And he, in his younger days, he had, I don't know, 2 or 3 bands? Or just 2?
Maybe 4.
Maybe 4. Okay, he had some bands that he played with, and he was on a radio show, I believe, and he has cut CDs. But I want to tell you guys something. Was it 2 years ago? He had a stroke. And he could not, the left hand is what he uses over here, the most important one. And he has not been able to really play that much. And he said, Ron, I don't know, I'm pretty slow at it. This guy used to be a picker, let me tell you. But he volunteered to give us a couple songs tonight. Eric Dupree.
There's a place where Mother Nature has got it all together. She knows just when to let wildflowers bloom, and somehow she always seems to know exactly what she's doing, and the Lord saw fit to furnish elbow room. Have you ever been down to Colorado? I spend a lot of time there in my mind. And if God doesn't live in Colorado, I'll bet that's where he spends most of his time. I'd love to be there watching early in the morning. The sun comes up and crowns the mountain king. And if by chance you dare to be there, high upon the mountain, I swear that you can hear the angels sing. Have you ever been down to Colorado? I spend a lot of time there in my mind. And if God doesn't live in Colorado, I'll bet that's where he spends most of his time. Well, That was a song about my very favorite place in the whole wide world. And as a young man, I did a lot of traveling around. I've been from New Brunswick, where I was born in eastern Canada, all the way out to Vancouver. And I've been over to lower 48 as a truck driver and spent time in the jungles of Southeast Asia during the Vietnam War. And I have the Dow Chemical Company now to thank for my exposure to Agent Orange. But as Ron said, I had a stroke here. It's been about 5 years ago, and it messed up my right hand. And I used to be able to pick a lot of fiddle tunes on the guitar, but I'm not going to sit here and try to dazzle you with my dexterity tonight. But I do have another song I can do here. This one that was written by a Canadian. I found out he had 50 years in the music business, and I'm from Canada and never heard of him. But it's a pretty nice song. Lately, Lord, I almost feel like dying. I wake up like a child alone at night. And sometimes, Lord, I almost feel like crying, and I just can't find a way to make it right. Jesus, it's me again. I'm down on my knees again. I'm asking you please again, reach out your hand. Jesus, it's me again. I'm down on my knees again. I'm asking you please again, reach out your hand. From time to time, I tried to find a reason, and I've talked to you a time or two before. But this time, Lord, it's more than I can handle, and I know I just can't take it anymore. Jesus, it's me again. I'm down on my knees again. I'm asking you please again, reach out your hand. Jesus, it's me again. I'm down on my knees again. I'm asking you please again, reach out your hand. I'm asking you please again, reach out your hand. Thank you.
Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Eric. It's dry in here in Colorado, you know it? Got a speeding ticket on the way down here. Well, we were driving along, and the cop pulled me over. He said, "You're going 81 miles an hour and the speed limit is only 55. I said, "You're mistaken, sir, because I'm sitting right here parked right now in front of the sign out here. It says 81 on it. He said, "That's not the speed limit sign, that's the highway number." And then he looked in there and he said, "Is your wife okay?" So I looked over there, and she was grasping onto the dash so hard that her fingers were white, and she was staring straight ahead, shaking. And I said, "Oh no, she'll be okay. We just got off at number 123. These next people that are going to play up here, I have played with them alone too. Rod and Karen. Now, Rod, every time I see him playing, he's playing a different instrument. And I finally figured out what the problem was. He hasn't learned how to play any of them yet. Rod and Karen.
You think this one mic's going to be enough and everybody hear us here?
Oh, we'll give it a shot. Here, why don't you scratch?
Give it a try, see how it sounds.
Well, I need to tell you, I'm Rod of this duo. We had a band for a long
Don't look much
time.
like Karen.
And like all bands, we kind of dissolved for a while. We haven't played together for about 7 years, I guess. But we did own up a couple of songs, and hopefully we get through them without too many mistakes. But we have, our band was called Picket Wire. I don't know if any of you heard us at the Cowboy Church. We used to play over there too. But at
One
any rate,
person's heard of us. Yeah, she's heard. One person. Yay! Good for you.
we are glad to be here, I'll tell you for sure. It is a lot of fun for us, and it's kind of nice for us to get back together. So I don't know how many songs he wants us to do, but we came prepared for about 3 or 4 if you want them, whatever.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't? Well, just think how confused we are then. We're going to start off with Your Cheating Heart. Yes, we are. We're going to do a couple of heart songs. Your Cheating Heart would be the first one.
Well, and sing along if you want, okay?
Sure.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on your cheating heart will find someday and break the love you threw away. The time will come when you'll be through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating
which one would you like to do here? We're only going to do
Two, we
two.
better do
You want us to
Ron's
do
song.
two
Yep.
songs?
Is that okay?
Do another one.
Okay, well, this one's, I heard you had a request for a yodel song, which I haven't been doing for years, but we're gonna give it a shot.
It's called I Want to Be a Cowboy Sweetheart. And my voice don't go up when I sing this, man.
Mine tries to, we hope. See, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
What's not to do? We didn't have a chance to really train me very well.
I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. I wanna learn to rope and ride. I wanna ride the plains and the desert out west of Great Divide. I wanna hear the coyotes howling while the sun sinks in the west. I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. That's a life that I love best. I-dee-da-lady-yay, I-dee-da-lady-oh-da-lady-yay, I-dee-da-lady-oh-da-lady-yay, I wanna ride old Kate, going at her run. I wanna feel the wind in my face. 1,000 miles from these city lights, going at a cowhand's pace. I wanna fill my head beneath the sleeping bird while the moon shines down from above. I wanna strum my guitar and you're the lady who will dance the life that I love. I-dee-da-lady-yay, I-dee-da-lady-oh-da-lady-yay,
Told you my voice didn't go up a bit. Did you hear that?
I requested that song. I know I get a lot of requests too, but I keep right on playing anyway. I love playing music. And, I have this one-man band here. I go out in assisted living places and nursing homes and stuff. I did about 50 last year, 60 the year before, and 70 the year before that. I love music, and I think we need to play another polka. One of the last things I did that was really fun, though, a couple days ago, they asked me to come and play for a wedding conception. Oh, wedding reception. Oh, yeah, I guess so. How about a waltz? I like this waltz. It's a Chicago waltz. I have to have my fingers lined up in order, though, to play this one. So if they get out of order, it may not work. D, D.
Make me look bad.
Yeah.
time country where I come from, up there in Minnesota, they play the polkas and the waltzes and stuff like that. They also have something called the schottisch. How come my microphone is not coming up? Okay, they have something that's called a schottisch, and I don't know, anybody here ever like maybe dance a schottisch?
The wife does.
I can't, I mean, I might as well say it, I could never dance a schottisch, so whenever they played one and Pat and I were out having fun like that, she would look for some guy that knew how to dance a schottisch.